All right, good morning, everyone, to day 10 of the online Rankin Technical College AWD1000 Web Development Technologies class for the fall 2023 semester. Again, today is Monday, 9/11, and today we're going to take hands-on test number 2. All right, I attached the test to the email I sent out earlier today. I realized a little later the test pages that I gave you as far as what it's kind of supposed to look like. There's some omissions from there. I'll go over those in just a moment. Okay, the test will be due in your hot GitHub repo by midnight tonight. Again, if you're still having problems with Git and with GitHub, take your entire folder with all your CSS and your HTML files, images, etc. Zip it and email me the zip folder to jpscott@rankin.edu. That is due whether it's in your repo or you put it on in a zip file or both by midnight tonight. All right. Now, we're going to talk about this tomorrow, okay? Because some people are way behind in the class. I'm getting emails from people that they're afraid they're going to fail, etc. And we're just going to address all of this tomorrow morning. Today is a test day, so I don't want to do it today. All right. Remember, again, your hot is due by midnight tonight. Okay, so let's look at it. All right, complete the following hands-on test by midnight tonight. Save it to your hot repository. You will be creating a 3-page website for a local non-chain restaurant. Now, in the example that I gave you, I didn't use a local non-chain restaurant. I used McDonald's. All right. And if for some reason you're like, geez, I don't know of any local restaurants, I don't believe that. I think if you thought about it long enough, you'd think of something. All right. But come up with some kind of an idea. There will be 3 pages in the site: a home page that you are to call index.html, a history page, history.html, and a menu page, menu.html. In addition, there should be a CSS folder with a file in it called styles.css. You will probably, in fact, not even probably, you will also want an images folder in there in which you'll put your images. All right, so let's look at the rubric for this, how this is being graded. First of all, make your background color of each page a light non-white color. It's just a 3-page site, so have the same color, please, for all 3 pages. I don't care what you use, but you should make sure that it blends in nice. So for instance, if you look at what I did here, and I'm not saying it's great or anything, but literally that's the McDonald's logo. I went out and Googled the McDonald's red and the McDonald's yellow. That's what I used. And then I just used corn silk for a background color. All right. So that's the first thing. And like I said, that's 4 points. Next, now this is a little different, and I want to make sure you understand this. I'm going to bring my copy of this. I think I've got it someplace. There it is, up. Now, typically what you end up doing on a website is when you put in a logo, the logo is kind of special on a website page. What do I mean? I'm going to go to another page and I'm going to click the logo. And you'll notice if I'm on another page, I immediately go back to the home page. That's really not hard to do. You basically just set up, all right, an href, and inside of that, you put the image with your logo in it. All right, so that right there, make that a thumbnail, float it to the left, link it back to the home page. So collectively, that is worth 5 points. Then create a horizontal nav, again, floated left. You should be able to get to any page from any page. What does that mean? Again, I think you know that already, but so I'm here. I'm on the home page. I can go to history. From history, I can go back to home. From home, I can go to menu. From menu, I can go back to home. From history, I can go to menu. From menu, I can go to history, etc. All right. So that part of it is worth 15 points. Also, use one color for your anchor's link tag, which is normally blue. So make it a different color. A second color for both anchor visited and anchor hover, and yet a third cover for anchor active. And if you say, I don't know those, they're in the book, and we did go over an example of this. That's 3 points. Finally, all right, and believe me, I rewrote this test 3 or 4 times. So you might take it and go, well, this was way too hard. It's a heck of a lot easier than it was when I first wrote it. All right, I'm just telling you that. It really and truly is a heck of a lot easier than the first iteration of this. All right, so put a link to the restaurant's full menu, float that to the right. That's worth 6 points, and you use a target equal underscore blank. What does that mean? That means over here, there is a link rather, and really you should make it probably, if you can, just make it an image. And when I click on this, notice that when I'm here, right there I am in the history, it says history. But if I click there, there's still my history. And I linked to McDonald's, in this case, menu and their prices. All right, so again, I'd like you to do the same. All right, so when you look at this, that means that so far, all right, 4 points, 5 points is 9, and 15 is 24, and 3 is 27, and 6 is 33. Then you've got a fairly simple footer, and it's worth 9 points. It should be centered. All right, it should have a copyright symbol that uses an HTML entity, the ampersand copy, the current year 2023, the name of your restaurant, hyphen your name. Now it's a little bit hard to see on mine, but if you do look down here, 2023 Jeff Scott. All right, that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. And just so you know, I put a little padding in there. You don't have to, but you may decide that you want to put some padding in there just because of the fact that if you don't put any padding in there, all right, it's going to butt right up against the top. So again, 4, 9, 24, 27, 33, 36, 39, that's 42 of the points. Then, yeah, you are going to do this Jumbotron. Literally, you can take the example right from W3 schools. I'm going to say that again. You can take the example right from W3 schools. All right. Now, what I did was I took that example from W3 schools, but I pulled out from there. I pulled out where they set the text color, and I pulled out where they set the background color, and I set it myself in my CSS file. All right. So including the Jumbotron is 10 points. Setting it up with the colors is 6 points. On the rest of the page, as it says, write 2 different paragraphs about the restaurant. They can be garbage. They can be whatever you want. Above each paragraph, add a descriptive H2 tag and add a mail to link in one of the paragraphs so that a person can contact you. What does that mean? If you look down here, when I go back to home, all right, and of course, as I went and fixed this, I removed my link. It was right here, but you are to put one in there. Please follow, not the pictures here. Follow what I have in your requirements, your written requirements. I would have lost points because originally I had a mail to link in there and somehow I removed it. I'm not making excuses. I just removed it. Don't you do that. Put a mail to link in there, please. So again, 4, 9, 24, 27, 33, 42 points right there. 52, 58, 62, 66. That's 70 points through right here. then a history page. And if you say, I don't know how to do that, look it up in the book. I literally grabbed the example that they had in your textbook. You can use real text, or you can use something like this. If you do want some text that is going to have words in it, there's a bacon lipsum if you want, or you don't even have to do that. Put whatever you want in there. All right. And if you look, there's my history. And how did I get that? I went to Wikipedia. Now, I don't want you to use McDonald's. I want you to create your own. It was much easier for me than it will be for you. I'm not going to deny that. All right. Okay. Finally, you should have a menu page that has an unordered list with 3 menu entrees in it. And you can see, I'm not going to read this to you. Again, on mine, I literally rewrote this about 5 minutes before I sent it out, and I neglected to put the price in there, and I neglected to apply a different background color to each one. I'm sorry, I didn't. I did remove the bullets from the list. I did not replace them with custom food bullets. What does that mean? In your book, what the author does, all right, and what the author does in your book is they use an example in there where they have a star. All right. And or you just change it to something else. You know, if it's a hamburger place, make it a hamburger instead of a star or whatever. All right. Finally, just like we did before, validate your HTML, validate your CSS. All right. I'm not even sure anymore if this adds up to 100 or not. If it doesn't, I will scale it a little bit up or down so that it does. So your homepage should look something like this. Again, you can use that as a template, but please put in your mail to either in this paragraph or in this paragraph. Your history page should look something like this. All right, so again, what is this? There's the logo, there's the navigation menu, there is an image that has in it basically a link to the menu. This is some stuff on the history. Either, like I said, either make it up or put in your own, it's up to you. Then the last page is something like this. Again, this page that I did here is incomplete. And what I mean is I should have put in there a couple things. All right. I should have put in there the price. What else did I say? I should have put in there the price. I have the entree name. I have the description. I don't have the price. And apply a different background color to each entree. You can use something really simple here. I don't care what it is. All right, it should be fairly small because you've already got here the picture of the entree. All right, you can basically format this any way you want to. All right, that's all I've really got to say. If you have any questions, of course, email me at jpscott@edu. Tomorrow when we start up, as I mentioned, you know, I'm going to talk about problems people are still having with Git, GitHub, and other things. All right. So again, as always, if you have any questions, jpscott@rankin.edu. I'm online. I'm going to stop taping now, and I'm going to quickly produce this and put it out there. But I will be online for the rest of the period today. All right. And I will talk to you tomorrow then at 8:05. Good luck. Thank you.